Hey, what is up guys? BloodZelos, welcome to a video. Everyone's like, what? And a couple people just unsubscribed because they were reminded that I exist. Today we're gonna ignore what's going on in the background and we're gonna do a building challenge. I really wanted to upload a dual build today because I'm, doing that whole gaming thing again. I wanted to upload a dual build, but I went on the server after many months of not being on the server and I didn't have a building rank, so I have to get that back, so I can't do that. That'll be up on Wednesday. Today we're gonna build a bridge. I just got back from the coast of Northern California, and all over the coast of Northern California is bridges, and here's why. If you're driving along the coast from there to there, they can either make the road go like this, and then as soon as you get to this river, you can follow this river back until it gets thin enough to just kind of hop over it, and then you can build the road all the way back along this side. Or you can build a bridge from here to here, or in our case, from here to here, because we don't want to build a big bridge. That's what they do in Northern California, and that's what we're gonna do today because I'm motivated and inspired to build a bridge after my trip. And that's all I actually have to say. This challenge has no rules other than I just have to build a bridge. I'm not going to time it, I'm not going to give myself a block limit because honestly, I have zero clue what I'm gonna do for this bridge. Like, I have zero clue. So I just am gonna build. And that's gonna be enough of a challenge, especially because I haven't built anything in a very long time. So here we go, I guess. I'm gonna start out the most basic way. I am gonna do a lot of cutting in this video, otherwise it's gonna be 3 hours long. So there will be cutting. It won't be like the super fast kind of cutting that I do sometimes. It'll just be kind of like, oh, well, I'm bored, so let's cut. I'm gonna build up these pillars. Always good to build yourself a very basic foundation. That's usually how I start everything. This is like the procrastinating stage, where I'm like, honestly don't know what I'm gonna do today, so let's put down some pieces of wood until something comes to mind. There we go. That's our bridge. By the way, before the video started, I made sure these were in line, so we'll find out that they're not in line in about 5 minutes, and it will be embarrassing. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I have the roughest of ideas of what I want here. It's very rough. Let's pick a stone kind of thing. Let's pick this. There we go. I think what's gonna make this bridge is going to be the support beams that I'm gonna do on the bottom. I have an idea for what I wanna do. It's probably gonna involve getting rid of that, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I just realized this bridge is actually really low, so we'll see about that. But that is my idea here, at least, is that it's gonna look super cool when I get to that. A lot of bridge building, really? I love how everything just froze as soon as that rain hit. It was like, no. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that, and we'll do that on the other side. I'm going ahead here, and I'm going to stop it. I'm going to raise all of these because I think it would look weird if the bridge is actually higher than the pillars. And following bridge building procedure, I think it's best here if we just go ahead now and fill in all of this. I'm setting it up like I have world edit. I don't even have world edit, so I'm gonna go fill that in. So there we have it. Good video. Thanks for watching. No, okay, so I guess I have that, and that's important. That was an important step, was to get that built, because now we can build everything else around the bridge, which is what actually makes it a cool bridge. The first thing I want to do is build up things on the side of these, just to give it a little bit more shape. You always bring it down to the very end, because then it kind of gives this illusion of it goes into the ground and it's actually a support beam and not useless. Okay, so theoretically that's going to look better, which is our hope. Now, we're gonna go and top all of those with these just because it looks cleaner, I guess is the right word. And then I have to figure out where to put trapdoors because originally I was gonna put them everywhere and then I remembered you can't do that. Can we do like this? We can. Wow, that's really fancy. Let's do it on the top layer so we can do it everywhere. Now, we have to figure out how this is going to work, and I'm thinking that these edges here should probably be a different material, something like dark oak. Would look kind of cool, so let's do that. Cool, so what we have now is something that looks different, not better yet, but different, and that's good. So next step here is to do something about the underside, and I told you I was gonna avoid making weird half steps and things, but I'm actually going to not avoid that anymore. I'm gonna try just doing these on the outside like this. I don't really want to do anything on the middle. I don't think I need to, because the only reason we're putting this here is because I don't really like this look of like nothing in real life hangs by a corner like that. So I want to give it a connected feeling, and that's the only reason we're doing that, is because now it looks a little bit more bridge-like. Now what that also means we can do is go along the top and do that, and then when I go and look at it from the side, you're gonna be like, wow, that looks amazing. How did you come up with that? And I'll be like, probably Googled it. And there, now you see like bridge, right? Pretty cool. So the next step is to not use steps. Don't use steps when you're doing this. I would probably be using steps if I wasn't trying to make this look good, because that's like my job. Don't use steps. We'll use half slabs. They look better, and they kind of match the other thing we just did. By the way, I'm not going to build like a road or anything. The bridge is just going to stop here, so if you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. You can discuss it with me later, I guess. Don't know how long this video is, so good job. I know this video is going to be way longer than I want it to be. Like, that's just a given, but good for me. Good for me for producing long content. Okay, so we have that going on. The next thing we want to take care of here is the terrible, ugly tops of these pillars that are... Wait, the next step, I've said that a lot now, is to build our base. Now, what we need to do... Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Nope, not on our side today. I forgot to count this out. We needed an odd number. I'm using cobblestone. Everyone's like, ha, he sucks. What happened to him? And we're going to go ahead and do this right here. Everyone's like, I don't know what that is. Well, I'll tell you what that is. We need half slabs, actually. We're going to make one of those cool Archie things. My vocabulary's gotten better since my last video, if you couldn't tell. Honestly, that might work all right. In fact, it would work even better, though, if we do that. And then what we do is we come on top of these, and we do that all the way down. And we have a cool Archie thing, which might look better if we also do it on the bottom. So what we have now is this magical looking thing. And, wait, hold on, will this look better? Yep. Okay, so the last thing I want to do here is I want to actually bring it back out going this way. Voila! Voila. That's a French word. I should probably have known how to say that. This is what we have. There's going to be some decorating to be done. Minecraft has gotten so fancy. I feel like I couldn't do that in the past. Probably could, though. So what we end up with is a cool looking bridge design, just like that. And honestly, I wish I could put them over there, but I can't. And I don't... Ooh, wait, hold on. That almost seems like overkill. Like, I feel like there's too many of them. But I don't entirely know. I want to go do that on the other side now. So I'll be back with my world edit. Alrighty, there we go. So that's done. By the way, I totally forgot to mention this. We hit 30,000 subscribers, and that is super cool. So thank you everyone who was subscribed. I know I've been really dormant and not that active lately and all of that stuff, but it really is super cool, and it really does mean something to me that that happened. So I am super grateful. Thank you a ton for that. Last thing I want to do, and this is a minor detail, it's not very important at all. Is this even the right color? Yes, it is. Okay. I want to come down here and just kind of connect like these things where the stairs are, only because if someone's looking at the bridge from the bottom, it'd be nice to have a little bit of a little bit more color down here, at least a tiny bit like that. So the last thing we have to do for this build actually is come up with some sort of railing, and that should not be too hard, or it will be very hard, and we'll find out right about now. Nice, dude, nice. I love planning out all of my builds to be accurate and precise. Nice. I also like doing that. So now we have to figure out what we're going to do about this problem. After many minutes of deliberation, I finally decided that it actually looked better to just go ahead and do plain fences like that along the way. Except for right here, where we're going to come back to our roots, and we're actually going to put in one of these. And we're going to do the same right here. And we're going to take this out, and we're going to put in one of these. And what that's going to allow us to do is also do the same thing right here. And what we end up with is symmetry. That looks super dumb. I hate that. Why am I so bad at this? Let's just do that and call it good. Okay, so we have a nice spacing there across the top. I can't really complain about that. Now, okay. It doesn't look that bad. Like, I don't think it looks, I think it looks worse than it actually looks, which is a good thing, but I don't entirely know how I feel about it. So we'll go ahead and try that for now. It's a good looking bridge. I need to give myself some credit. I think I did an alright job. So there we have it. That's not exactly what I had in mind when I decided to build a bridge, but I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I think it turned out better than I thought. It's not the best thing I've ever built. Definitely not the worst thing I've ever built. Definitely not. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, that'd be cool. And I will have a dual build on Wednesday, if not a video in between there and now, but come on, videos, 2 videos a week. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to get back, and hopefully we'll be back to a pretty regular uploading. I should really finish this Hobbit house. It's only taken me 2 years. But there we go. That's a bridge. If you have any building challenge suggestions, leave them in the comment section. I will take the next one from the comment section. I'm always looking for building challenges. I can never figure them out. If you like the bridge, thanks for liking it. I didn't have anything to say there. Anyways, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for 30,000 subscribers. Oh, subscribe to my vlog channel, please. That'd be super cool. There's a link in the description, and I would love it if you check it out. Vlog channel. You can see my face and a lot of other beautiful things. So, thanks for watching and subscribing and liking and being a good viewer, because honestly, it takes a lot to still watch someone who takes 7 years to upload a video. That's kind of a scenic background. Well, now it's not. Goodbye.